Hello, this is Addison. Thank you for joining me here at Leaping Lotus Tarot. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I hope if you enjoy this, you'll hit like and subscribe. This is going to be for Scorpio. Take a deep breath for me if you would. Set your intention, ground yourself into the present moment. And we're just going to see what comes through for Scorpio. Okay, we have a Two of Swords reversed. That's fantastic. Moving out of indecision or indecisiveness. Facing your fears, feeling more loyal and dedicated to something, no longer feeling perhaps in denial about something or an inability to see the truth. Can I get some clarification, a little further emphasis on that Two of Swords reversed? What's becoming clear to you? Queen of Swords upright. Wow, you're just extremely decisive. Whatever this is, you are empowered. There's a clarity of mind here. If you read the description here on this bottom, we got candid, truthful, blunt, no nonsense, strong. It says quirky, mature, sophisticated, and problem solver. So you may have been faced with some problems. You may have been faced with some things that you need to come to a strategy or solution to, but you absolutely are. You're extremely empowered in this situation. Seven of Wands. Yeah, you had a strong will. You put in the work. You put in the effort. Taking a stand, feeling assertive, and not being afraid of being a little bit busy. Maybe you're dizzy with how busy you were, keeping your hands full. So yeah, just strong work ethic here, strong decisiveness, clear of mind. Very beautiful, Scorpio. That's fantastic. Let's ask about what the nature of this was. What was the nature of this empowered state? Ooh. Flew around a little bit. All right, Nine of Wands again. Yeah, so something was heavy, something was tough. You went through a battle in a sense. You were tired, you were fatigued, wounded, learning from past mistakes and setbacks. So you might have been really guarded in the past with something and not feeling like you could really be your full authentic self, but that's not the case anymore. You're tough. You're just tough. So I'm getting with all this wand, it seems like it was could have been work related just because of these two gentlemen in the field. You could have put a lot of physical labor and time into something or building something, but also wands are passion. So some people may be resonating for this as like some sort of work or physical labor that they put into something that they're now finally able to kind of maybe see the fruits of, or they're no longer in denial about wanting to see the fruits of. Or since like I said, wand is passion, it could also be something romantic. Let me go ahead and break that into two storylines here. So let me see, what was tell me about the Seven of Wands storyline here. Queen of Cups. Okay, so this one is this is the one that's resonating for people in the romance department. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Oh, got three. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, here's the work one. Okay, perfect. We also have the Fool reversed, and we have Three of Cups. Yep, confirmed. Okay, so the clarity around the work situation, we're going to split this into two separate readings. It kind of seems like here. So for those who are resonating with the work aspect of things, Seven of Pentacles reversed, there was a lack of growth in something that was feeling a little bit discouraging. And you were afraid that perhaps you're going to have to start on something new, give up on this, you know, with the Fool being reversed. So the lack of growth was that Seven of Pentacles reversed, not seeing the fruits of your labor, of the efforts you're putting into trying to grow something. Perhaps the Fool reversed is, I don't think it's like a fear around starting a new journey, but it's just like the lack of wanting to give up on something that you worked so hard for and put so much time and effort into. And then Three of Cups, you might really enjoy the people that you're collaborating with. You may enjoy the people you work with. You may have, you know, you just have fun times with these people. So it'd be kind of a shame to like give up on something you put so much time and effort into growing, you know, with the people that you are growing it with, just because you haven't seen the fruits of your labor and all, you know, from all the efforts you put in. So let's go to the romantic side now. And we have a Queen of Cups. So that's a very loving, nurturing, just like motherly, intuitive, supportive, emotionally balanced, feminine energy. And I'm kind of getting too, because I'm looking at the Seven of Wands and the word protective is really standing out to me. So tell me about the Queen of Cups and like the Seven of Wands protective energy. Knight of Swords, assertive, prepared, talkative, impatient, perfectionist, hero, soldier, brave. So originally in the beginning of this reading, we had that Queen of Swords, right? And it's kind of coming out here with this Queen of Cups. So perhaps there may have been a Knight of Swords pursuing a Queen of Swords. And when I was asking about protective, you know, the assertive and prepared came out with that Knight of Swords. And so this is somebody kind of willing to take a stance for this Queen of Swords. But she's coming through as a queen and he's a knight. So let's get some clarity on that. I think it's funny that it says talkative came through, which makes sense because swords is, you know, communication. So I guess it's, he doesn't look very talkative though, this particular imagery. Tell me about what's the discrepancy here of the knight? Oh, wow, that was super clear. The clarity of why it's a knight is the King of Swords reversed. So clearly he's not a king. He is a knight. Very clear answer there. So let's read what the upright king is. Structured, disciplined, discerning, ethical, military, legal matters, logic, and power. So there could be something about this Knight of Swords that may not be as structured or disciplined. And that's why he may not be a King of Swords, but also says discerning too. And so that could kind of go with the fact that the Knight of Swords is like assertive and prepared. So he may feel like he's ready for something. He's ready for a Queen of Swords, but there is a part of him that's, there's impatient on there too. So he's got the braveness and he strives to be what she needs, but perhaps there's a little bit of, not that he's not logical, but maybe there's just some structure and discipline. Maybe he's not very discerning when it comes to certain things, because we do have the Queen of Cups here. So there may be an aspect of him too that's very emotional. Can I get some clarity around like the discerning factor or the emotional aspect? Queen of Pentacles. Wow. We're getting a lot of, so we've got Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Only Queen of Wands is the only one that hasn't come through yet. I was asking about the discrepancy of the emotion, but I was talking in regards to this Knight/King reversed. And we got Queen of Pentacles. Businesswoman, philanthropic, luxury, healer, successful, well-known, and wealth. It's interesting that I was asking about this masculine and feminine energy came through. There could be a feminine aspect of this Knight of Swords in this masculine energy, because we did get talkative. So I don't know. It's just funny to me. And healer is interesting too. Tell me about the Pentacles. Tell me about the money. What's the money situation? What's the money situation? Can I get some clarity around that? In regards to this clarification. Oh, thank you. 10 of Wands. Burden, overloaded, stressed, responsibilities, struggle, lost focus, major challenge. This masculine energy may not feel like he has the finances to bring to the table. That could be what the situation is. That may also be partially why he's a knight and not a king. He really, I mean, we've got that. He really wants to make himself available to her, that Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. He sees her worth. He wants her to be a Queen of Pentacles too. He wants to give her that level of abundance, and but it's just kind of heavy and it's a little stressful for him right now. He may be feeling impatient about it too. Are these work cards and these, like, remember how I split it into two different kind of sort of readings, different paths here? Are they connected? Is there any sort of connecting message or relation in any way that would help tie these two stories together perhaps? Is there some relatedness in this that we need to address? The Chariot. Okay. So focus, ambition, drive, control, determination, stamina, and choices. This could be somebody who's really having to weigh the options of being with a feminine and leaving a work situation or finding a new work situation, or it could be a masculine and feminine in a work dynamic together. It could be that in order for this masculine to feel like he's abundant enough to bring something to the table for her, he would, and to ride off in the chariot together as an emperor and an empress, he would need to bring that financial stability And that Seven of Pentacles would need to be upright as far as the growth that he would need to see in his career, or just to have the kind of outcome he's looking for to provide for her and to be that king that he wants to be for his queen. Because he definitely, there is a call here about wanting to be that counterpart with the Chariot, because the Emperor and Empress ride in the Chariot, and we have an imbalance here of a knight with a queen, and so there is that desire to be balanced, and it's feeling kind of burdensome and heavy. And we had impatient come through too with that Knight of Swords, as like this description on the bottom. So that just really is a strong energy here. Is there any final messages of hope or encouragement that I could give before we jump into the oracle message and kind of tie it all together? Final stuff from the tarot, please. Final messages from the tarot. And by the way, I will include it in the description box what this deck is. It's a gorgeous Gullah themed Lowcountry tarot deck by Street Priestess. I absolutely love it. And so we've got the Gullah Lowcountry tarot deck by Street Priestess, and we've got Green Witch's oracle deck. So it's kind of just a beautiful little theme here, very kind of earthy theme. Final messages, final outcome, any sort of advice, just any sort of final things that need to be addressed from the tarot. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this is like money flying through the air. Upright, it's wealth, financial independence, thriving business, freedom, high-end, self-sufficient boss. And it's reversed. So yeah, that's the total clarification for the connection, and the overall theme of this is that in order to be a king and to come out of that night energy, there has to be a financial sort of, there has to be some sort of hope for this business endeavor, or this, whatever this is that they're trying to take on and they haven't seen the fruits of their labor that we were talking about at the beginning. That needs to happen in order for, that would help the masculine energy become a king here. Okay, let's get our encouragement from the Oracle, the Green Witch's Oracle deck. Encouragement, advice, tips, tricks, hints. Please, spirit guides, universe, can you help with this one? Help this knight become a king for his queen. Watering can, asking for help, sharing burdens. Wow. That 10 of Wands came out too, remember? So she might be able to help more. He's feeling such a weight on himself to carry this and to be that strong masculine energy. Remember how I was saying it's interesting how a Queen of Pentacles came out when I was asking about clarity around the Knight/King? He needs to lean on her a little bit for hope. He can't be afraid to ask for help, or to, yeah, there's like a humbleness here. And I think that would help with like his patience. Like he's putting so much burden and stress on himself to be somewhere that he's not realizing, like, you can get there a lot quicker if you accept help, if you are willing to see her as your teammate in this and not something that you have to do so independently. Anything else? That was a great one. That watering can one was perfect. And that also is perfect too, because we had 7 of Pentacles. The typical depiction of 7 of Pentacles, it was reversed, but upright in the Rider-Waite Tarot is it's a garden. It's like a man leaning on his sort of his gardening tool, and all the pentacles are stacked up almost like a bush or a garden. He's kind of looking a little like, it's not growing. I'm waiting for it to grow. I'm putting in the efforts to make this grow. And so the watering can is very perfect symbology for that as well. Any other final messages here? Okay. Lavender, tranquility, kindness, and self-care. That kind of goes back to that patience, feeling impatient card. Lavender may be something that'll help soothe you and calm you down a little bit here. That's going to help with the patience and the anxiety, or like just the weight of the burdens of this situation. So that's some advice. Remember how I was asking for advice? So that's some advice. Same with the watering can. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Share your burdens. Self-care, self-love, patience. Try to release that anxiety. This is also, there's some crystals in this imagery too. Get some crystals. It really helps with mindfulness. I went to a counselor, a therapist one time through BetterHelp actually. And to practice mindfulness, she recommended during moments of stress or anxiety during the day to have like a little crystal in your pocket. And you can kind of touch it. And anytime you touch it, it's like a reminder to kind of the sensation of the crystal, feeling it in your hand, looking at its sight, she recommended bringing like all of the senses into it. So, you know, touch, taste, smell, all that. Obviously, you probably don't want to taste your crystals, but that could be something else, like maybe chewing gum or just little things that kind of bring you into the present moment is some advice there to kind of help with anxiety. Spring, rebuilding, awakening, and rebirth. So this is right around the corner. There's, I'd even said too with that Queen of Cups, or it was a Queen of Swords, I think, that actually said fertility, but anyway, there's eggs here. And so there is something about, I mean, the watering can, the growth, this is a call for planting your seeds, planting your intention for the spring, for warmer times, for the times when you are feeling more love and warmth in your heart, that kindness for yourself, in order to kind of rebuild and strengthen and reawaken your it can feel a little discouraging sometimes when, because I'm just going back to that impatient card. There really is some impatience here. Let's see what this final card says real quick. Summer, wow, expansion and growth. So spring and summer here. Yeah, so this is right around the corner for you. This is something that you don't need to stress about. It's coming. Plant the seeds now for the summer, for the spring, to see the fruits of your labor. This is right around the corner. So we just came through the dead of winter, right? And so that's symbolic. You may have not been seeing the things that you were watering, you know, really come to fruition yet, but it's going to. Your lavender plants are going to pop up and grow for you, right? And you're going to see the fruits of those things, and you're going to be really excited. And it's just around the corner. So keep your hope, keep your faith, release your burdens, and share them if somebody's willing to be there for that with you, because it really seems like there's support in this, I feel like. Yeah, so everything's going to be great. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that, Scorpio, and found a message in it that resonated for you. Drop it in the comments if you did. I love hearing from you guys.